Oh shit. That's my jam.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Another week, another episode here on Pardon the Ignorance podcast. This week, Dave and myself are joined by Chris and our buddies Kim. What's going on, fellas?
How's it going?
Hey.
What's funny about what you just said is you just said buddies, as if Kim.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Kim is plural.
We are joined this week by the Kims. So Kim, do me a
I ain't
favor.
gonna lie, there's 2 or 3 all you motherfuckers right now.
Kim, do me a favor because your names came up the last couple podcasts. Go ahead and put your hand towards your screen. Go ahead. Yeah, those are the mitts. Those are the famous mitts that we talked about.
Just like to add some fucking
Some
little
scale.
bit of comparison.
Okay. Basically.
Yeah. Okay. Here to add some comparison. Look how his hand, his fucking middle finger and thumb almost touch. Mine, I can only do it with 2.
A boy and a man.
God damn, dude. I think it'd be seriously worth to pay you like €1,000 just to put my dong in your hand just for a quick picture. Just like post it up on like some kind of humiliation website, dude. That shit would take us. We would trend.
Yeah, I would.
Oh my god, look how small that is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, I ordered food like 45 minutes ago. So if you hear my doorbell, we'll just keep going with the conversation.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man.
All right.
Kim slides out to get the food and comes back. Speaking of dongs, this week we have some interesting topics. I want to preface this by saying we are absolutely not experts in the topics we're about to talk about. We're going to give our opinion as 4 guys sitting around a table shooting the shit, right? I'm pretty sure all of us are straight.
Yep. Yeah.
Everybody
absolutely.
I'm sure of except Chris, really, but everybody else is what it is. I'm just saying I don't it is what it is. Don't judge, buddy. Don't judge. So we want to slide in some topics. One thing I want to get to before we get into this, Bobby, is we have a new logo for the podcast.
We definitely do. You guys will notice now. I've already changed it on social media, and I've already changed it with our RSS feed. So it should have, as soon as I changed it, it should immediately went out. So when you open the podcast, you'll see that new logo. My daughter Annie actually did that for us. I told her I want to get a new logo. Give me a screaming microphone. So she did that, and she threw in like a hashtag and @ stuff like that, just like how like the cartoon swearing. I was like, I fucking love that. That is perfect.
Yeah, that's good on her. It was pretty awesome. It was
Yeah,
really
definitely
awesome.
great.
Well done.
Yep.
Good, man. So I guess, Bobby, do you want to do the first topic? Do you want to slide into it?
Yeah, since I
Okay.
threw this, I kind of pitched this. So I asked you guys this week to look into a Dr. Joe Court. I don't know if any of you did.
Yeah, I posted
I started to.
That was hard to listen. That was hard to listen to.
It was. I posted the podcast. I don't know, Bobby, did you see that in the group? I
Yes.
posted the podcast there. 25 minutes, wasn't too long, but it gave a great overview. And this guy fucking blew my mind, man, with some of the shit he was talking about.
Oh man, how I first got onto this, I actually heard him on a different podcast, and they showed like an Instagram video that he posted, but he was in the gym talking about this. And like, to me, like when I hear stuff like that, it's like, all right, man, you're getting yourself all sweaty, and you're like, yeah, man, it's cool to have gay sex. It doesn't mean you're gay. Like in a gym. That's kind of fishing, isn't it?
In a way, I guess. I mean,
Like I saw that, and I like as soon as I hit it, like I had to turn it off, and I'm Googling this dude. I'm like, wow, this is kind of funny.
Funny side note: when I was Googling the guy, a couple of those things on YouTube came up, and there was an investigation in Inside Edition because some scammer out of Nigeria was using this guy's name to scam these American women during this Corona pandemic. So if you get 3 minutes of your life, it's hilarious because he's like, yeah, I'm just a sex therapist from Michigan. This is like the 7th or 8th time this is happening. Like people are just snagging his photos offline and just like trying to kind of catfish these women into giving them $5,000 loans and stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess one guy felt bad about himself and told her where he was from, and it was Nigeria, and like gave her pictures of his village and shit. I'm going down a dark alley here, but just saying, guy's popular on many fronts. But if you get 25 minutes of your life, check out the guy's podcast because it's worth it. It really is.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting.
He's actually written quite a few books. Kim's already over there shaking his head like, nope, no, that's fine. A lot of people listening to this, they're going to probably have the same reaction as what Kim is having right now. I can't obviously speak for everybody, but I think I can on this. You do you, boo-boo. That's cool. If that's what you do, that's what you're into. That has absolutely nothing to do with me. I could care less. I spent mine.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say I started listening to it, and I really couldn't go past 5 minutes.
Okay,
I couldn't go past 5 minutes of it. I mean, I was like, okay, not my sort of topic. He starts going into stuff that I really didn't want to know about. Yeah, it's just not my sort of topic.
Right, and that's fair.
Just to listen to him talking about it. I know it happens. Everybody knows what it happens. And I think, yeah, it's good to know that, okay, well, some people think, okay, well, you can have sex with another man and still consider yourself straight.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Hold on. Before we go, because like we're kind of beating around the bush here. Like we're talking about it, we said it, but we haven't really said what this guy is known for. We just said, okay, look up Dr. Joe Court. He has written many books and done studies where he says that it's all about gender fluidity, where girls are very gender fluid, where it's okay, like in our culture, it's okay for a woman to have a sexual experience with the same sex, and it's hot, it makes her bi or whatever. But then when they talk about it as far as the men go, he's gay. And he tries to persuade people that's not the case, that these guys are so narcissistic and fool themselves that they're not attracted to the guy. They're just attracted to the fact that, oh, even a gay guy wants to fuck me. And that's what it is. And that's a lot of stuff that he talks about. And I think it's interesting.
The way he phrased it, saying that when somebody says a girl is bi, they put it in an erotic term.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. And when they say it with a man, it's strictly, like you said, it's just a matter of fact thing that he's gay.
Yep.
And if you listen to the podcast, he really breaks down into it. And the things he said is not that far off. I mean, he talked about, I don't remember the name of the scale, but he said there's a scale that goes on like 7 different levels. Like from, if you start at 1, you say, I am not attracted to men whatsoever, nothing. I am only attracted to females. That's it. And then on the other side of the spectrum is obviously, I am male. I'm only attracted to males. That's my whole life. I have no desire for women. And then the guy breaks it down further by saying some guys departmentalize their sexuality, which is interesting as fuck to me, by saying I'm romantically attracted to women. I only want romantic relationships with women. But they say when I have fantasies, I fantasize about having sex with a man. I found that shit fucking fascinating. Like that's
but then again, who hasn't sat there and be like, man, look at the ass on that girl, but boy can slurp it back. You know what I mean? Like,
I think this is a topic that many men would be very uncomfortable having.
Oh, that's
anybody.
why I wanted to do it.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
let's post it on the internet. It'll be funny as hell.
With anybody, very uncomfortable. But I think it's a topic that we actually probably should talk about more. I mean, why is it okay one way but not the other? You know,
Exactly.
Well,
it's so stigmatized, no matter how you look at it. That it's hot.
Chris, you
I
wanted
wish
to
I
say
would have
something?
watched. Yeah, I wish that I would have watched that podcast beforehand, because it seems like there was a lot more said that I would have understood more. Because with what Bobby posted in the group, was that beginning of this week?
Yep.
The only thing that was popping in my mind when he says that you can still be straight by sleeping with other men, and then it's more like, for me, a control thing. If you look at it, kind of like the
Interesting.
reason why dogs hump.
It's to show
It's that
dominance.
same
Yeah,
thing.
it's
Exactly.
dominance.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
dude.
yeah, but he breaks into that. But he breaks into that by saying a lot of different shit. Like some it's he kind of like compared it to, like, you know how some women, they have like a rape fantasy, but it's only a fantasy. Obviously, they would never want that shit to fucking happen. Like that's it's totally off the wall grid. But he's saying also some men fantasize about raping women, but that's just a fantasy, and you have to learn how to accept that that's their sexual way, and you have to learn to departmentalize that. And if we stop looking at it like strictly black and white terms, like saying either you're gay, you're bi, or you're straight, he said there's 7 different levels in there. Like you could be like, that's why they put like LBGTQ. If I fucked that up, I apologize. But
you're missed a whole bunch.
I know there's a ton, but I don't have time to really. Yep, I'm gonna put it that way. It's the reason they say that is because curious is one of the first levels past being straight. It's like straight and then curious. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, like some guys, they put a gay porn on and they watch it, but they'll never engage in it, but they watch it, and it excites them in some weird way, and then afterwards they're like, why was I watching that? Right?
Yeah.
I encourage everyone, and I would even be cool if you posted the link, Bobby, to this, because it would put a lot of context into what we're saying. Because I don't think we're doing it justice, but it's quite an interesting theory, because
it really is.
To touch on what Kim said, I actually think that a lot of, like Kim said, we know what goes on, but it's just not talked about. I think that's what you said, Kim. Want to put words in your mouth?
It depends also where you're at. It also goes off of where you're at. We're in Germany. Here in Germany, things are completely more open than they are in the States.
Yeah.
Way
That's
more
definitely
open.
fair.
And I mean, I hate to dwell into it, but some of the lifestyles that I've seen in the swinger scene, trust me, some of that stuff I wish I'd never seen, but it's there.
Right.
It's there. It's out in the open. It's just Germany, and guys will be like, cool, they're doing that. Great, okay. Most of us Americans are like, hell, we don't want to see that,
Yeah.
Don't want to see that out, so close. If it's on TV, yeah, you can switch it off or turn it up, do whatever you want to do.
Here,
but it's my point being, it's more open here in Germany than it is actually in the States.
I would agree with you.
Things are taken, with a grain of salt here.
Yeah. But you know what though? Also, to be fair, yes, that's how for our generation. Obviously, here in Germany and Europe is way more open to that kind of stuff. However, with the Gen Z, or the millennials, they are a lot more fluid as far as their genders go. Like every single person you meet that's like a millennial, it's like, oh, what's his name? No. That's what is their they use like the weird ass pronouns. You know what I mean? Like you're not allowed to break it down by he or she. It's a they or a them kind of thing. And I think that kind of ties into it and allows it to I guess to open this up a little bit more to other people and make it more believable.
Yeah.
Who knows? But going along this, okay, you guys are totally against that kind of stuff, right?
Totally against what kind of stuff?
Gay sex.
I mean, I would say
To each his
I'm
own.
not against it. Do you?
Yeah, I'm
each
not
his
against
own.
it.
No, yeah.
It's not
Okay.
mine.
I'm not against it.
You made it
Just not for
I don't
me.
want to be
No,
part of
listen.
it. I don't want to be part of it.
Okay. So what don't you like about it? Just saying dong?
What do you mean? What we don't like about it?
I'm asking you a question.
I like women.
What I understand you like women, but do you like to watch porn?
I like porn with women.
Okay, I understand you like porn with women, but what is 95% of porn with women involve? Showing what?
As long as he's fucking her,
You just made Kim real uncomfortable right now.
dude, nah, I'm not uncomfortable. Trust me, with the shit that I've seen, I'm not uncomfortable.
Yeah, look,
No.
I get what you're saying, Bob. I mean, it is what it is. It's just something to me that's never. It's not for me.
No,
So,
yeah, definitely.
And it has nothing to do with me saying I'm a real man. I don't mess. It just means that really it's nothing for me.
You're
it's
attracted to what you're attracted to.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that, I mean, that's what it all I think that's another thing that this guy doesn't really he even talks about. It's not necessarily that the man is attracted to another man. It's just he's attracted to the fact that somebody else is in, you know what I mean? That somebody's into him. And that's what he tries to prove to a lot of people and show a lot of people. That kind of makes me very interested. It's like, you know, I like when people look, smile, laugh at things I do or say or whatever, but
Well, does he actually go into like the well, how do I say this? Does he go into when he's talking about sex with other guys and being straight? Is he always be in the picture, or is
he's
he
not? And that's the funny thing is
He's gay.
He's not. He's gay.
Yeah,
He's
you can
openly
tell.
gay.
Okay, well then that's just really weird.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. And here's why it's not
It-
weird, because in the
no, it would
podcast,
be-
he talks about this, saying that from him, it's been the opposite thing happening to him. He was talking about a couple years ago, for the first time, he started to find women attractive. He found himself staring at women's cleavage and having sexual thoughts about them. And to him, that was awkward and weird, and he had to accept that. A lot of what he talks about is acceptance of a situation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
not-
he's written quite a few books.
Yeah. And he's legit. He's not like, hey, I'm gay, I want every man to try it. That's not his thing. What he's saying is that you have to accept it for yourself, because a lot of
Well-
guys will have these thoughts and then will suppress them and say, oh, that's weird. It's not me.
Well, that's goes into where he's talking about, you know, bi curiosity, bi curious, and there are actually a lot of men that are bi curious. They're curious about what it's like to be with another man or to do something with another guy. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to always act on it.
Yeah. And
Right.
Kim, I think you have a unique perspective, because one of the things is that, you know, you've seen people talk about, I've seen people talk about on Twitter and stuff, is that in the Black community, I can't speak on it, but I'm going to say what I've heard, is that it's really not accepted. And it's really more guys going behind their wives' back and girlfriends' backs. And things
Have
like
you
that.
been to Atlanta?
Well, I was going to say Atlanta. I was going to say, but obviously I don't want people to be like, well, Dave, you're talking from a platform you don't understand. That's why I'm asking Kim.
It goes both ways. I mean, there's plenty of people that are against it, and a lot of people they're scared. They're scared to come out.
And that, you know what, and that's a lot of it too, is I also think it's the culture that our generations grew up in. I have an uncle that's gay. He's old. He's mid 60. He's I think he's around 60 now, maybe a little older. But back in those times, like, you had to have what we call a beard. He had to have a girlfriend, or, you know, shit like that growing up. That back then it was so unacceptable. But nowadays it's a little more open. But a lot of people, it takes time to where you get to that point where you can just be like, you know, comfortable and come out to somebody when it's, you know, at an early age. It doesn't happen. It's not a fairy tale kind of lifestyle that we live in.
Now, let me ask you guys this. You got the certain I'm not trying to, generalize anything or put anybody in a group or anything, but there are what you see as, gay men that would like this doctor,
Yeah.
very openly gay, but he's not flamboyant gay. Okay.
Right.
He's not flamboyant gay. In the past, I've been hit on by gay guys, and some of them were extremely flamboyant, which, that was it. Being hit on by a gay guy, to me, wasn't right. It didn't feel right. But,
Does it make you smile?
Huh?
It didn't make you smile?
Dude, I was terrified, actually.
What are you terrified of?
I was terrified. The first time I got hit on by a gay guy, I was 18 years old, working at McDonald's.
Was that here or the States?
In the States.
Mm-hmm.
In the States. And it was a guy, first one, when our manager was gay. He wasn't the one that hit on me. It was another manager's brother who worked there. He was flamboyantly gay. And I was in the walk-in refrigerator, and he comes walking in, and I'm bent down getting a bag of lettuce. And he's like, ooh, look at that ass. I'm going to work that. I'm like, oh, hell no. I start screaming at the top of my lungs.
Damn it, he should be like, come on, daddy, let me help you toss that salad.
Not hardly.
That's what he should have said, because you had a bag of lettuce in your hand.
Dude,
like, he passed a perfect opportunity.
Cam, what were you wearing, man? Go ahead.
My McDonald's. See, really?
What?
You got the Vaseline and everything.
I got the lotion out, man. I was just gonna get my arms. Promise.
But the thing is, that was one of those stereotypes of gays. That was one of the stereotypes of gays that you don't want to see happen. I've been hit on by a gay dude from Pizza Hut. He did it, he just asked me out for coffee and then wanted to take me out to dinner. I'm like, oh, dude, no, I'm sorry. I'm not,
Why didn't you go?
Yeah, dude, that's a free meal.
That's a free meal.
Like I said. And, I just, I politely told him, no, I'm sorry. I'm very straight. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. No problem. And he went on about his business. I didn't try to slap him. I wasn't going to hurt him, but the dude at McDonald's, I was going to fuck him up.
Yeah.
There's so much to unpack in there that we don't have enough time.
Thank you. But, with the situation, the thing I was going to ask you guys is, have you guys ever had that situation happen to you where, you get like a gay guy hitting on you and he turns out to be one of the really flamboyant kind, or the one that kind that, like this doctor, very conservative?
I've had both. That's what happened there in China, what I told you guys about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did. And Bob? No?
No, yeah, I've had both. Actually, one of them surprised the fuck out of me one time. It ended up being one of my good friends. We're all hanging out, like a group of us. We went outside to have a cigarette and sitting there smoking. And he just, like, we were just talking like we normally do. And he just started, like, he basically came out to me and was like, yo, I'm really into you. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? I think I was like 18 or 19 years old. It kind of like, that was the first time, and it just kind of threw me for a real.
Did you have long hair?
Huh?
Did you have long hair back then, or
no?
What are you doing with the sriracha?
It's gonna burn.
Yeah, you about to lube with sriracha
up in here?
Bob, I just wanted you to know, next time we see each other, I'm gonna hit you with that line.
That's fine.
Like, dude, I'm totally into you.
Yeah.
All right. You're not gonna care.
That's cool. Man, you buy me dinner, I'll let you tickle my giggle bag. I don't give a fuck.
I listen to the podcast. I learned, man, that you just gotta instinctively sometimes just do what comes natural. Gotta go for it, man. Hey, there's one thing we left out on a serious note that he was talking about that I think we should let people know, just so they get an urge to listen to the podcast. He also speaks about just that some people are so fluid, like you were talking about, gender fluid, that they might have sex with another man just because they find one thing interested in him. Yep. One thing interesting. Like, they're like, oh, I like the way that this guy's funny. I want to have sex with him. And I think that's like flipping back and forth. It's just, to me, it's like, but to
yeah,
some,
but the stuff that, like, a lot of the stuff that I mainly heard from him was basically from the narcissistic side of it, where a straight man is just such a narcissist and so into himself. That's how he basically justifies it. And he's written the one book. I just pulled it up. I'm looking down on my phone on it. It's called Is My Husband Gay, Straight, or Bi? Interesting title for a book. And he goes on to talk about how many wives, I think he talks about this in this podcast that you shared.
Right off the bat, right.
How many wives get a hold of him? It's just like, interesting.
Yeah, but he goes on to say a lot of those wives are just concerned because they check their husband's browser history and find out that he may have looked at a gay porn or even a bisexual porn. And that's an alarm bell for them.
Right. I've said it on here, the pod before. I know a couple people, they'll only look at transsexual or transgender with what's called a cis girl, where it's a straight girl, not gay, not bi, having sex with a transgender. Because, two sets of boobs is less gay than watching a dude and a chick have sex in porn. It's kind of stupid, but there are people out there that do think like that. And I'm sure that maybe some of their wives, they see that on the browser history and the alarm bells are going off, like you said. So they get a hold of this guy.
Kim, have you ever seen any of that stuff in your time in the swinger clubs? Any of that kind of stuff?
I thought we wasn't going to go that route.
It's a simple yes or no.
It's a simple yes or no. I'm really just curious if that's ever been a part of you.
Not transgender.
Okay.
But gay stuff has happened.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
That's a given, dude. An orgy is everybody tickling everybody. It's a fucking it's a 13-year-old girl pillow fight. Have at it, son.
That's a story for another time.
Yeah, no, we're good, man. I just was saying, I'm just curious because from your perspective, if that's because I think that's also becoming more mainstream.
Actually, it is more mainstream nowadays.
Yeah.
Good slide in there, Bobby. Because speaking of slide in, this is going to be a tough question, gentlemen. And what I want is nobody to take this the wrong way. It's going to be tough, but I wanted to talk about it on this pod because it's something that's come up. Recently, I saw on YouTube, I don't want to say who, but he was discussing it and how uncomfortable it makes men feel when they're asked this. And it really puts men in a bad spot, but this is what I'm going to do anyways. So my question to you is twofold question. One, would you sleep with a transgender person?
No.
What if you didn't know?
Well, let me get to it, Bobby. That's Bobby.
I think it's definitely, it depends on the situation. There's too many. There's too many open-ended questions there.
Yeah, so I'm going to put you in a few scenarios to help people understand this. I'm with Bobby. It's difficult to just say yes or no on that because
I've been drunk a lot.
Scenario 2. This person is transgender, but they've had their obviously boy pieces turned into woman pieces. Okay, and you didn't know. Okay, that case, if you don't know, then it's probable that you could sleep with one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me break it down further. This is your girlfriend of 2 years. After 2 years, you find out she used to be a man. Do you break up on the spot? Do you work it out? Do you talk about it?
I think at that point you're already invested.
You're already invested.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. But you'll be surprising to know, and this guy talks about it, and I'll try to find the link. Guy polled a ton of guys and said 71% of them would break up with that person.
Yeah. No, man, fuck that. I ain't like that.
It's a trust thing then. It's a trust thing then. That's what
I was going to get into. It's a trust thing.
That goes into trust. I mean, you got 2 years with a person and they've been lying to you the entire time, and it's something that intimate.
However, though, how is it necessarily a lie? Because what if you've never asked? Like,
Box.
have you just been sitting there hitting it and be like, yo, you used to have a dangle?
That's something that should
That's
come
never
up.
happened.
That's something that should come up.
Well, Kim, hold that juice, because I'm gonna slide to scenario 3. Is it possible that this person didn't tell? Well, scenario 3 is you said straight off bat that you would never date a transgender person, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Knowingly.
So if this person, wait. I'm not gonna put you in a bad spot. I promise.
Okay.
My thing I'm getting at is if you just said you wouldn't date that person. So maybe this person found you attractive and thought that if they told you that you would have said what?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
So when you say a trust issue, because I've had time to think about this, so it's a little unfair. But my thinking is this, and then I'll let everybody else get their turn to say what their piece. My thinking is after 2 years, I think you're pretty invested. And I think for a normal human being with normal feelings and thoughts, cutting somebody off after 2 years, just straight cold turkey, is psychotic behavior that most people can't do. I know I couldn't, right?
Yep.
But I know myself, and I'm just going to be honest, and people can hit me up if they want to, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to bullshit you. I think if I knew you used to be a dude, I honestly, even if all your pieces are changed over, you know what I mean? You're totally whatever. I don't think I could. And it's not anything against that community or gay people or anything. I don't care. Do you? But I think at that point, if I'm being honest with myself and everybody who listens to the pod and everybody on the pod, that I would be like, can't do it. But the other scenario said after 2 years, like you guys said, you're fucking invested. Like it's hard to do what you would do.
This is where people become a little too woke.
Yeah.
Because at that point, okay, you can't be like, well, you're a man, you lied to me. No, they identify as a woman. Therefore, they had gender reassignment. They live their entire life as a woman.
Right.
They are in their belief and how it's structured. You are not in a same-sex relationship. Therefore, what's wrong?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how people should be looking at it. However, people do not. I'm sure a lot of people do not look at it that way, and it's a slippery slope, man. It really is. I guess it's on preference. I like comedian Joe Norton. This guy talks a lot about transgender escapades that he has.
Yeah.
And for him, he's not gay, he's not bisexual. For him, it's just how fucking filthy it is. And like, he'll tell you straight up, he goes, oh, it's so filthy. He's like, what the, and then he goes on about it. And it's like, he makes a lot of good points, but at the same time, it's like, for me, I'm good.
And is there different levels? Is there a different level if the male piece is still there or if it's gone?
Oh no, I think he only goes for the ones that are still there.
Okay, I didn't know. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, a lot, and people do like that.
And whatever fucking happened to educating people instead of just frying people? Like that's my beef right now. Like you can't just go 0 to 60. Some people generally are ignorant to certain topics. That's why I'm bringing this out here. I prefaced when we started the podcast by saying, if there's anything we say that you find fucked up or wrong, or we're wrong about something, please hit us up. I'm willing to be educated. You could tell me, hey, Dave, what you said here is wrong. It's actually this term, or it's this. Don't be.
I found out recently a person I know is bisexual. And I asked her, how does she know she's bisexual? She asked me, how do I know I'm straight?
Yeah.
I thought about that, and I was like, "Wow, yeah. That's a good question. How can somebody actually know they're straight? Before, I mean, yeah, you sleep with women. You're a guy. You sleep with women, but if you've never tried it, how do you know you're not?"
Well, I think if you think about something, and it doesn't elicit a response from your southern region, I think that's usually a good indicator.
Well, some people's southern regions are numb to everything.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Or if you're with somebody and you have no urge to kiss that person, is that an indicator? Or is it an indicator if you have no desire to be affectionate to that person? I mean, guys, at what level are we affectionate? Not right. I hugged each and every one of you before. Bring you in, hold you in tight, right? That's is that affectionate? Is that are we crossing some weird line
Hell,
that some guy?
Of course you are.
We
the
all know
bear
a
and the grizzly
person.
bear have seen each other naked in the sauna.
Shit, I wasn't wanting to touch your dangle, Kim.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
wasn't like, no. So I mean, and this is my point. We all know a certain somebody. I'm not going to say names, who is seriously, and I'm going to put it out there, homophobic.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, homophobic.
Yeah, I think we all know who he is.
Yeah, right. And we talked about this story before, Bob, that we took it to the next level with stretching each other out and shit. At no point while we were doing this escapade, stretching each other out.
Chris was there.
Yeah, doing
I heard about it.
over the top stretches. I mean, Bob's piece was in my face.
Oh no, that was Jan.
Yeah, it's like at no point during that time did I have any thoughts of being like, man, I wish Bob was butt naked right now. You know what I mean? Like, I guess to me, I'm comfortable in who I am. I know who I am for the most part, and I know that that's not me, right?
Right.
But some guys are literally frightened.
Yeah.
Of even the topic. So
the comfortability that they have does not exist. Like I said, I don't know what you guys have been subjected to as far as that whole community or whatnot. Like I said, I grew up my entire life around gay people. I know.
Yeah, me too.
I have them in my family. I know them. I have.
Oh, you said your brother, right?
My brother, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
And I have absolutely no. Yeah, but I mean, that's why I have no problem with it. And I've always been raised like it's. There's nothing, you know what I mean? It's what it is. It's life. So I've been very comfortable. I know that I'm straight. So I'm comfortable. Like I can be silly and do stuff like that with you guys. And it doesn't even click in my head like, hey, that's kind of gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not.
It's fun.
Gay friends.
I actually had the chance to talk to a transgender. Like that's one thing that I had never. Well, okay.
What it cost you?
She's not done yet. She's still in the process. And for me, like it's still in the process.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it still dangles.
I thought you said something else.
Other way.
Yeah, gotcha.
Wait, what do you mean other way?
She is getting something installed.
Going from girl to guy.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
she is gonna be a he.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
actually, have you ever seen how they do that?
Yes.
Ooh.
But anyway, like it was really awesome for me to like find that point to find out that this person is open enough that you can talk to them about it, just to like get their side of the story and how they came to accept that this is not them, that they needed to change who they are in order to feel comfortable in the world.
Tough.
I personally, I don't
them.
have an issue with transgender people, with gay people, bisexual, lesbians, the whole, I'm sorry, I'm going to say the alphabet people, because I hate spelling out all the damn letters. Okay. Right. I'm going to pull a Dave Chappelle here. Okay. I'm not against anybody. It's not meant in a derogatory way or anything. It's just that I hate all the damn letters, trying to put out all the damn letters. I might forget one and get bashed for it. So, I'm not against any of those people at all. I have nothing against anybody.
Chris, do you think we could get this girl who's transitioning on?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I just thought I'd ask.
Will it get you in trouble at home?
No.
Good. Sorry.
Only Bobby. Only Bobby, really.
Yeah, but I'm asking an honest question. Why? Because I think it would be a fascinating conversation.
It would be.
I'm sure that it would be. I just don't want to put that person in that position.
It's fair.
Perfectly understandable.
Yep. I just wanted to reach out and see if maybe you dangle the carrot.
That's why
out
I'm
there.
not. That's why I'm not like saying where I know this person from or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. I'd even like to have your brother on. I think that would be a fascinating conversation.
Yeah.
From a number of different angles. Like honestly.
Yeah.
Like did you say he was HIV positive too?
Yeah.
Okay. I think
was. I guess technically if you look at it because of the medication now he's able to that's coming out weird. Hang on. So the medication that he has is keeping those identifiers so low that if he was to have unprotected sex, he wouldn't be able to transfer it.
Yep.
Is he at a higher level for like COVID, things like that? Because of the medicine he takes? Okay. I thought so.
I have to say his immune system is probably shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is he fare pretty well as far as does he get sick a lot, or is he usually generally pretty healthy?
Well, there was a time frame where we didn't really talk, but that's for off the podcast to talk about that.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Understandable.
Yeah, gotcha. I was just saying from a perspective of somebody who actually has had to take all this medication for HIV, shit like that. I would be fascinated to hear exactly.
Yeah, because I mean, dude,
the amazing thing is it's no longer a cocktail. It's just 2 pills, I think, that he has to take 3 times a day or something like that.
Right.
Instead of like the Magic Johnson, here, take these 30 pills.
Yeah.
Dude, I take a lot of fucking pills and that's not fun.
Yeah, but
you do take a cocktail, Kim. You actually do.
I take 10 pills a day. 10 pills in the morning and then 3 more in the evening.
Jesus.
Does anybody else have anything to throw on top of this before we move on?
No.
I don't.
No.
One thing I will say is if there's anybody out there who's listening who happens to be a member of one of these communities we talked about tonight, we'd love to have you on. If you want to educate us on some stuff that we're not cool with, or we don't totally understand, which is a lot of shit, feel free to come on. I think it'd be cool. I would love to hear a different perspective. I'm open to it. Yeah. So I think that was our big ticket item for the night, wasn't it?
We'll see.
You got something else rolled up your sleeve, Bobby?
So I kind of also pitched this as well. It goes along with basically what we're talking about, being genders being fluid and stuff like that. I forget what store it is, but there's stores that are coming under a lot of fire and people are pushing for them to it's okay to have like sections segregated as far as like boys and girls, home goods, sportings, automotive, whatever. They just want the signs down where it specifically says this is a girl's apparel or boys apparel. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
They don't want to genderize it anymore.
Exactly, because when you do that, you give that with that sign, you're putting that in a box, and that's what it is. And little Susie isn't allowed to wear a t-shirt with a tractor on it. You know what I mean? And it kind of makes me laugh that this is what people have to bitch about, really.
Yeah,
a fucking sign that says boys apparel or girls apparel. Like, you walk into a store and go, man, that just fucks me off. That's what it has come to. Yeah,
Mr. Potato Head
and Dr. Seuss. Fuck out of here.
And the latest Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah,
true.
Well, he is kind of a creepo, dude.
Why?
But that cat, to be fair, that cat is asking for it
every time.
Yeah, and we don't really understand the skunk dynamic if you think
no.
about it.
You know what? And he's French to top it off. And that cat is just shaking her gross ass.
Yeah, and there was an episode where Pepe Le Pew fell in perfume. And then the cat started coming on to him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that telling you?
In all honesty, I mean, all honesty and seriousness, who the fuck watched Pepe Le Pew and thought that's how I'm going to go and treat women? Honestly, I mean, when I was younger, I was too busy laughing at Daffy Duck getting his beak smacked the fuck off.
I'm gonna tell you right now, stay the fuck away from my cartoons. These
Thank
motherfuckers are killing me right now.
Thank you.
Like I saw it somewhere, like what is it? I saw a meme that said I never thought I'd live to see South Park outlast Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Like, that's
exactly
crazy.
Exactly.
I guess there's still gonna be a male and a female Potato Head, but they're just gonna be called Potato Head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's just going to be Potato Head and it's going to have everything in it, like the girls, Miss Potato Head stuff and Mr. Potato Head stuff.
It's
kids can mix match as they want.
It's gonna be like Potato Head now with genitalia grab bag. And you just put on what you want.
Oh man.
Just wait till they take away Light Bright from us for some reason.
Because
the little pegs are shaped like dicks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
And
gone.
there you go. Now you just started something, Dave.
I just fucked it up.
Yeah.
But seriously, like, how do we not know what like skunk culture is? Maybe the male skunk is super aggressive and the female likes it. Maybe that's normal, and we just don't understand that dynamic. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
what if it's that? What if that's the case? Like, I don't know,
dude. Honestly, I'm thinking like this: if they're doing this to Pepe Le Pew, Bugs Bunny went around kissing everybody.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Bugs Bunny was known to throw on a wig and some lipstick.
Yeah,
thank you.
He was.
They're going to cancel Bugs out next. They start doing that, I'm done.
Yeah,
but
I still I still like watching my Looney Tunes.
Yeah. But I mean, what do you guys? I mean, honestly, have you ever walked into a store and seen, like, you look at the signs, go, okay, cool, that's where we need to go? Yeah. Or have you ever just been like, no, okay, well, this is where we have to go? I
specifically look for girls' clothes or boys' clothes.
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean. Like, but the people that are getting bent out of shape about that, okay, if you want your kid to wear boys, like if you have like a daughter or something, you want your kid to wear boys' clothes, then there's a fucking but then there's a sign telling you exactly where you need to go. What are you bitching about?
Well, I know there are people that strictly look for gender neutral colored clothes right now and are saying, I'm going to let my child decide if they want to be a boy or a girl.
They're idiots. I'm going to say it. They're fucking idiots.
Mm.
You're going to wait until your child is what? How old to say, well, with that thing hanging out of you, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a boy, but it doesn't make you a girl, but you decide what you want to be.
Well, there's some research in it that says that if you tell your child what they are, they will only try to participate in those topics that are considered that to that gender side. So on one side, that I get, but I don't get saying
I don't
hear me out. What I don't understand is taking the penis and vagina equation out of it, because okay,
they have it. It's a facts that you have to deal with at that moment.
But what you can say to your child is for instance, Mary, you may have a vagina, but that doesn't mean that you're classified to only be able to do this. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. That is called being a good father, right?
Exactly.
From a father's perspective. Or to say to Johnny, little Johnny, hey, little Johnny, you like to play with dolls. You know, that doesn't mean you need to take the dolls away from little Johnny and throw them in front of whatever. No. You can still say you're a boy, and that's okay. That's called being a fucking parent or a father. Let's start being fucking parents and come to terms with the fact that my child was born, even if I wanted a boy, my child was born a girl. So I can't turn them into a boy, but I can certainly encourage them to do whatever the fuck they want to do. If they want to play t-ball as a girl, go play t-ball, right?
Exactly.
That's what we need to start doing.
And that's the thing, man.
That shit just irritates me.
And it irritates me too, because these people get so up on their high horses and they gotta fight for whatever cause that they think is amazing, but in the end, they're not really being a good parent. They're not helping their children. If anything, they're alienating them even more. And you're not going to have a kid that's going to be confused by their gender. You're going to have somebody that's going to be a fucking sociopath later on in life because you're not instilling the correct values in them. My kids all the time. I have a fucking I have two girls. One of them is very prissy and would rather, stay inside and do stuff. My other one is a fucking dirtball that would rather be in a pair of cutoff shorts playing in a creek or whatever outside in the mud than doing girly stuff. But at the same time, you know what I mean? And that's cool. Yeah. That's them. Yeah. Kids are individuals. They have their own personality. You got to let them develop that themselves. And too many parents nowadays, they concentrate, no, this is what you do. This is what you are. And this is how you have to be. Or no. We're in 2021. You're a little girl, but you have to be gender neutral. You have to be this. You're not allowed to put yourself in a box. Dude, man, let the fucking kids have some fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. You. Just have some fun, man. Put your kid to bed, get a babysitter, and go get drunk and get fucked and just stop with this nonsense.
What I found strange is my 13-year-old daughter explaining to me what pansexual is.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, why are you even worried about that at 13 years old? You're 13. You're supposed to be playing with toys or just getting over toys. You're doing your video games in school, and then she's telling me about pansexual and transgenders and the whole community thing and the different types of TikTok. I did not know that there are not gender specific, but different community TikTok. You got gay TikTok, trans TikTok. You got straight TikTok.
You're making my head hurt.
It really hit, and now you see how I felt when my daughter was explaining this to me.
I just think that kids are getting hit with shit way earlier than we were.
They really are.
Dude, it's because of the fucking technology. Like, when I was my kid's age, there was if the sun was shining, your ass was fucking outside doing whatever. Boom. You were playing baseball. You were
riding didn't bikes, have to be shining.
You were doing everything else. Here nowadays, they're in game. They're playing video games, and they're on like server chat rooms where they're talking like they're on the phone with a bunch of people from all over the world. And who knows how old these people are? Who knows what they're really doing? Yeah. And they're being subjected to other things that we really weren't subjected to at that age. Like when I was 13, like I didn't have like the only thing I had was I'm going into like a grocery store or something like that, and I'm trying to sneak a peek at a magazine, or I'm waiting for a magazine to come in the mail. You know what I mean? Like there was no internet.
Or you found a hustler in the woods.
The fun thing for me is I was in Germany. I was in Germany at 13 years old. Going to the bus stop every morning was next to one of those nasty little Imbis stands where they have all the magazines plastered all over the Imbis stand. Standing there waiting for the bus, looking at breasts all over the damn Imbis stand. That was great every morning.
Dude, I would have paid to been a 13-year-old here in Germany, because you turn on regular TV.
Oh no, trust me. Back when I was 13, I think they had like 6 channels.
Yeah, but there's tits on those channels.
That explains so fucking much about Kim right now. I know you, Kim. I know you were taking that 50+ mag. I know you were. No, dude. I know you were. No. Dirty grandmas.
No.
Grannies and fat fannies.
And I mean, all seriousness. I mean, just what do they call that? The cancel culture now? What?
I think so. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, my daughter started talking to me about being Generation Z, and I was like, "No, your name is Emily." Yeah. I don't know where you get Generation Z from.
Well, Kim, guess what? At least you have a daughter filling you in. You know, that's good. You won't be like such an old man.
But that's the thing, though. Like and it sucks that it's come to this point that we have to be informed on this kind of shit as well. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of, it's
Mhm.
really sad. I honestly think it's like, man, I can be so much more productive with other things, but I have to be worried about if I'm going to say something that's going to offend somebody the wrong way, or if I use something the wrong way. And it's like, fuck, man, just let people be themselves. Who cares? Or if they want to fight for it, let them do it. But if you don't belong to that community or that cause, shut the fuck up and move on. And a lot of people don't do that. They just want to do it just to bitch. And it drives me crazy.
Yeah, the problem with social media is if it gives everybody a voice, and a lot of people shouldn't have one.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like,
The way I
could you
look at it.
imagine if there was a Twitter during World War II?
Oh God. Oh God.
Shit, I'm glad there wasn't a Twitter or a Facebook or fucking Snapchat or anything when I was in high school. Jesus Christ.
Man, I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Thank
I'd have been-
fuck there wasn't. I would have been
I
Dick
wouldn't
pic
have made
left,
it.
dick pic right, dick pic left, dick pic right. It would have been awful, man. And
I remember I
you know what?
stole a trophy from somebody. Somebody, they got like some kind of academic award trophy, and the dude, he was a friend, but he was kind of nerdy, and I just kind of took it and I put it under my shirt. I'm like, you want to see my trophy? It's like all the girls walking by, obviously talking about my dong. That would have landed me in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody's like, oh, that's funny. It's
I've
like,
told you guys a
goddamn right
story
it is.
about me being an awful person in high school, and that I apologized to that girl years later, and I felt better about it. But I would have definitely got in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, I got in trouble in middle school because a girl called me fatso, so I called her flatso. And I remember I got called to the principal's office for that. So I've been at it since 13. I'm glad this is that I've
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, and that's another thing. Like, I'd have to say, like, my kid is 14 now. I was a lot more awful, and I was doing I'm kind of happy that she's on her video games here in her room in the house. When I was her age, I was in the woods with whatever I could find trying to finger bang them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, finding hobo hustlers. I know exactly what you were doing.
No, like chicks I went to school with.
Are you telling
but
me you never
still.
found an old porn mag in the woods?
Bobby, I understand. You're just playing hide and go get it.
No,
Never.
never.
Wow. Did you find one, Chris? Anybody else find one in the woods?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
I
was
didn't have
fucking,
to.
it's like finding gold.
I didn't have to.
I didn't.
Pages
in
are all
Germany.
faded out and shit, but you're like, I think that's a titty or an elbow.
I lived in Germany. Didn't have to. Just walk over to the bus stop.
That we already established your 50
Yeah.
fetish. We
But
got it.
I understand, Bobby. You was playing hide and go get it.
But it's
I
don't
think
know.
we were all finger popping when we were younger. I get it, Bobby.
that's a dude. Yeah, I was
No.
definitely. I was knuckle deep in whatever
No.
girlfriend I had at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like smells, so I think that's a thing. But yeah, hitting somebody with the dirty finger.
oh. Oh my god, my friend Brian used to do that all the time. Like, he'd come to school and be like, hey man, why you grinning? He'd just run it under your nose. He'd be like,
Speaking of Pepe Le Pew, that's definitely a way to go.
oh, gross.
And we are canceled. All right. So,
Actually not yet, but
To this next topic.
so we're talking about genders, and we're no longer allowed to be gender specific or put things in a box. This past Monday was International Women's Day.
Oh boy.
I know it's an American holiday. It originates from
Celebrated here,
America.
too.
originates, yeah, but
Oh,
it's not that way
It
anymore.
is in the Russians, because there's no really Mother's Day in Russia. So International Women's Day is a massive, absolutely massive holiday. And I married into a Russian family. I don't acknowledge it. This holiday does not exist because I never celebrated in America.
I never
Call
did
me an
either.
asshole. I didn't know about it. Mother's Day, I go all out, and that's fine. But this International Women's Day, like, I have to fucking reach out to people I've only met like once in text and be like, hey, happy International Women's. No. That's why it's kind of cool that this culture and these Karens are running amok saying, no, you're not allowed to be gender specific anymore. Okay, you bitches just canceled International Women's Day. This is awesome. Thank you.
What gets me is all over Facebook, you see all these messages, International Women's Day, International Women's Day. Then you see in between these messages, you see all this cancel culture about the gender shit, about Mr. Potato Head and about all this shit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bite my tongue. That's what I felt the other day. I just bit my tongue. Because there was so much shit I could have said. But then I thought, you know what? In today's society, in these days and times, so many people are butthurt for just people to open their mouths.
Right.
It gets so butthurt.
But my whole thing about this is, okay, if this is going to be the new norm where we're not allowed to be gender specific anymore, then a holiday like this absolutely does need to be canceled. Or how should it be gone about?
But then if that was the case, they would have to cancel Mother's Day, Father's Day, and all those other bullshit days. In Japan, they have Boys Day and Girls Day.
No, they don't have to. They shouldn't have to, because Mother's Day and Father's Day can be celebrated by every community. Because what about a lesbian pair? Are you kidding me? I have a certain situation for you on that one. You got a divorced family, okay? Yes.
You got two parents. They don't have to be divorced. You got a mother and a father. The
Yeah.
mother is custody of the kid. Doesn't let the father see the kid very often. Tells the kid, well, I'm your mom and your dad.
Oh.
That's on them. That's different.
That's being greedy because they want two gifts. That's
yes.
easy.
Well,
that's just being a cunt.
Yeah.
I agree, Bobby. It is just being a cunt, but it's also happening way too much throughout the world.
It does happen a lot. I've lived that and I get that. But at the end of the day, you still, like, I'm just talking, okay, take that situation aside. Mother's Day and Father's Day can still be celebrated by all communities because there are lesbian married couples that do raise kids. There are married gay couples that do raise kids. Therefore, Father's Day is most absolutely celebrated, and in the other situation, Mother's Day is also absolutely celebrated. So, but International Women's Day, because you're not allowed to be that gender specific, why can't that be canceled?
Well, in Japan, they have Boys Day and Girls Day.
Okay, that's Japan. I'm talking international. I'm talking worldwide.
Okay.
Is there an International Men's Day?
There should be.
There is.
I've never heard of it.
Look it up. I think it's in February, actually.
I've never heard of it.
Wait. Why do we never mind. I'm not going to go down that road.
No, go for it.
Like February is like the worst month.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For a number
exactly.
of
we like to grill because women, some Karen said, you know what? This dick, some asshole screwed me over. So we're going to give him the worst month in the world to have a holiday.
Yeah, but it's also Black History Month, which I don't understand why we celebrate that for the shortest month of the year. That's a whole different topic to go down. Then you put it in February. February, shitty weather. You can't grill. You can't do shit. It's cold. Nobody pays attention to anything in February.
And you got Valentine's Day.
And you got shitty. Yeah, excellent. Yeah. I bet Men's Day and Valentine's Day was on the same day.
And it just happens to fall dead middle of the fucking month.
Actually, it's November 19th.
Well, fuck me. I was wrong. All right.
It's still shitty weather.
I'm lying. It is not in February. It is in November.
It is still shitty weather. Thank you,
It
Kevin.
is.
Fuck it, I'm grilling. Bob, put it on your calendar so we can remind each other. And
yeah,
we're going to sit butt naked in the sauna together. That's what we're going to do.
No, we're not.
Why not?
Why not?
Because I'm not going to lay down with where you put your sweaty ass, dude. Ain't happening.
You have a towel.
Down?
Dude, I put a towel down.
I have a sauna.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can still sit in the sauna.
No, I lay down in there.
Yeah, but you
Okay,
don't
you can
need
still
to.
lay down. We put towels down under our asses.
Dave's
Nah,
just
but
gonna
still,
stand
dude.
over you.
Here's the thing, though, Kim. I keep my sauna at 90 degrees Celsius.
Oh well, hell no, I ain't fucking with it.
And
I ain't fucking with it.
oh no, it gets better. I like the humidity at 80% or higher. So you walk in there, it's like somebody just kicks you right in the chest.
Well, it'll turn into a comedy night if I go in there.
Lord Jesus, please, Lord Jesus. I've been with Kim when he's been in a 90-degree sauna. It's something you want to see. Yeah, Bobby, we've been house trained. I put a goddamn towel down. And you know what? I find it a little bit upsetting that I've never been invited to your sauna, you dick.
I don't let it's here. It's family. That's it.
Oh, I'm not family?
Oh, you're not family, Dave.
Wow.
That's how that is.
Wow.
The family that live on my premise.
I want to. You won't let me.
Tried. You pulled a gun on me.
I just figured since I was one of your friends who literally almost died that you'd let me use your sauna, but fuck me.
In that case, I almost died too.
Did you die, either of you?
Yes.
But did you though?
Yes. Bobby. Yes. 3 times.
He did. I almost did.
It's like that movie, How High? Red Man just run around. I'm a ghost, bitch.
Yeah. Exactly. No, it's cool, man. You know what? Be selfish. It's fun.
The reason why it's not out of being selfishness. This is something, we built this together, but my father-in-law did do a lot of work to it, and
but it's been well established. It's all good. It's been well established. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. I'm just can't wait to shit in your new bathroom. That's what I'm looking for.
Also will not happen. That's the beauty of. I know, like. You'll want to do it. We'll be in the garden house and you'll just look and go, motherfucker, I'm not going up 3 flights of stairs. Fuck you.
Oh, I heard it's great. I'll go up the stairs. That's no problem. I'm gonna take a rest when I get to the top. Here's something. Okay. So I know we're getting to the end of the podcast, but this is the perfect crew, guys, to ask about this. Have you ever eaten food while taking a shit?
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I've tried.
Kim said he tried. I would love to see. What do you mean you tried?
I tried.
Get him out here.
I was hungry. I had my food, and I really had to go. And I took my food in there, and I couldn't finish. I really couldn't eat anymore. I was like, man.
Fucking blappers and chicken wings, man. That'd be awesome.
Dropping crumbs on your piece. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck are there Cheerios all over the floor in here?
Yeah. Why is there ranch all over the toilet seat, Dad?
I was hungry.
I gave it hell.
No, it was actually just trying to hold the plate.
Wait, what do you mean?
Dude, it was one of them nights where you ever had to shit and you shit so much that it started just pissing out your ass?
Jesus Christ. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the pee-pee
That was one of them nights, and just one of them. It was one you had to hold on to something. You had to have something to hold on to.
So you figure the styrofoam plate was the best option you had.
No, dude, I took my food with me in the damn bathroom.
That's okay.
Okay. And I had to go so bad and it hurt so much, I had to hold on to something.
That's what I mean. Like you were holding on to the plate.
I put the plate on the floor.
Oh, no.
And held on to the tub in the sink.
Okay.
Had to, man. That plate wasn't going to make it.
So you were utilizing the pull up, push down technique. Yes.
Dude, it wasn't no pull up, push down. It was true.
Your asshole was falling out before you hit the seat, pretty much.
Yeah, my asshole was licking the water.
Oh.
I had something spicy earlier that day. My asshole was licking the water trying to get cool.
So you were begging for Poseidon's kiss.
Dude. Yes.
Oh, see, like that creeps me out. a Poseidon's kiss.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
Because it never happens on the first drop. It's always like, so the water's been tainted already. So that's all you think about. It's still falling out. And you go, oh my God, I have this gross ass water on me.
What do you do if it happens in a porta potty, Bobby?
Oh, no, that's just nasty.
Here's the thing.
Hold on.
Here's the thing.
Hold on. How heavy is?
Hold on. I can answer that right now. If that's ever happened, this conversation would not be, because I would have fucking killed myself.
Bro, what are you shitting out, a brick? You got to have a good fucking heavy turd to get that kind of splash. Porta potties usually pretty deep.
Okay.
And if you get hit with a dose from that means that's relatively full. And that's somebody else's shit water on your ass. That's somebody else's shit water on your ass. And I'm like, Bobby.
I know, man. You can hear them screaming. Like, you see them doing the typical thing, taking their own toilet paper, their baby wipes with them. They get in there, and all of a sudden you hear them scream, and you're like, oh, I already know.
Oh God. I was gonna eat my food later, but
thing that goes along with that. Bobby, you're in the porta potty. Me, Chris, and Tim decide it's gonna be hilarious to flip it over. Are we still friends afterwards?
hell no.
It's done.
No.
It's done.
No.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows. Well, most people know that Chris, my buddy, lives in Frankfurt. Has been my best friend for years. We had this conversation before, and I told him as much. If you ever tip me over in a porta potty, I'm talking over 20 plus years of friendship. It's out the window. It's done.
Yeah, you better fucking pray to God it drowns me, because when I get out of there and I'm done with my 800th shower, I'm coming after your ass.
I'm still thinking of that episode on what the fuck was that damn show?
Jackass.
Yeah.
They did the slingshot?
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, I couldn't watch it all the way through. I gagged too much.
I had to fast forward. I had to skip that whole thing. Like, as soon as they like shot in the air and I heard him do that first gag, I was like, not for me.
When the shit hit the camera.
The
shit juice hit the camera.
Slow motion come up.
Or which is worse? Okay, the porta potty's worse. But the other one that was really bad is when they did the skit where the guy was pretending to be a terrorist and they put the fake beard on him. But the people, but they shaved each other's pubes beforehand and then they pasted it on his face and his mouth.
And Steve was telling that he left some crabs in there. Oh, I would have fucking beat his ass.
Who left the crabs in there?
Justifiably shoot somebody.
Yeah. And I can't remember who the guy was, but he was fucking hot afterwards. I would have been too. Like,
yeah. God, what's his name?
Bam.
No, it's not Bam. It was.
I can't remember. It doesn't matter, man. It's gonna take too long. But the other one is when the Dave. I think his name's Dave England. I think his name's Dave.
That's who it was. It was Dave England.
Yeah, and he's also the one who went inside the actual plumbing store and took a shit inside the toilet.
Shit in the fucking floor model toilets. Actually, the best part was they had to do it like a couple times because they made him laugh inside the bus, like inside like the van.
They gave him that slack.
He shit all over himself. Like, that's friendship, that you can sit in a van, look your friends dead in the eye as you just shit all over yourself.
So that show was on MTV. Does that show get made? If it's right now, does that show get made?
Oh, no.
You don't think so?
No.
I think it might get made because it didn't hit on any weird issues.
Look at some of the shit they have on now. Like Paradise PD.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but that's on Netflix.
It's a fucked up cartoon.
It's funny. Or Big Mouth.
Big Mouth, BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's fine. But this stuff is on paid prescription things.
Exactly. It's not going to be
Netflix.
MTV, but MTV at that day and age, MTV was on every cable subscription.
Yeah,
it was normal. That's why they had to put the thing in front of it saying, "Do not try this." But there was one that was worse, and that was the English version. And I can't remember the name of them, but it was a group of guys out of England did the same thing. This is what they did. They went to Thailand, and one of them had liposuction. And one of the other members was forced to drink the fucking liposuction.
Oh, dude, seriously?
Yeah, did it. And next week, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to find you the name of what it was called.
I don't want to see it.
Watch it.
I wanna
Because
see
like
it.
the stuff before Jackass, it was called CKY.
Right.
And that was where they did a lot of the bad shit because that was all on films that you like VHSs that you had to buy. But oh man,
Remember
that'd be
the worst
gross.
thing back then was Faces of Death.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that.
That was the worst thing to actually find because it was real shit.
Oh man, we used to love watching like I
Found
had a
it.
buddy that was like obsessed.
Dirty Sanchez is the name of it.
Okay.
Dirty Sanchez. Look it up.
That's the dude from Bang Bus.
Those dudes, Dirty Sanchez is what it's called. It's awful, dude. It's awful.
Definitely have to look into it.
I interrupted you. I don't remember what you were saying, but I had to get that out.
I don't
before
remember
forgot
either. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right. Well, goddamn.
Yep.
It's been a good pod.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Are we wrapping it up?
I don't need to. It's on you guys.
What are we at?
We are at 21 minutes. Officially 1 hour 31 minutes, but I think I had it rolling for
We
about
started recording around
13
at 9.
minutes. Yeah. But this is when I turn it on. So I'm gonna minus 13. So we're right about a $1.18 right now. $1.18
Yep.
somewhere in there.
I thought
Okay.
we started like right at 9.
Yeah, but the counter starts as soon as I turn the Zoom on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but I'm talking like record time.
yeah, I'm gonna
what
say
we're
we're about
gonna
a buck,
upload.
about $1.15, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Cool.
This is the point of podcast where I apologize to Chris for remarks that I made last week about his loving marriage. I take it all back. Everything's
don't.
fine there. I want to say a hearty hello to his lovely wife, Pam. I hope she's doing well.
I listened to that podcast.
Chris is a fine gentleman. I was once with him when he saved a woman who was getting robbed. And he actually ran down the perpetrator, punched him in the face, and got her purse back. So I think that man is due a sloppy BJ. So that's just what I think.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say to that. Smooches.
This is going so good.
You caught hell for it, didn't you?
I didn't catch hell for it. I just it's been a running gag and we decided to put an end to it. So yeah.
Hey man, why beat a dead horse?
That's right. But I still want to know what's written on that note behind your head.
Nope.
I even freeze framed it last week, tried to zoom in, couldn't figure it. It's too.
No, you're not going to tell.
If somebody wrote it
No,
with
you
their
won't be
feet.
able to.
Somebody wrote it with their feet, so I don't know how to read it. So it's in Hebrew anyway. So, all right. So,
Somebody try to draw a menorah for him. That's cool, man.
somebody what?
Nothing. Never mind.
All right.
Moving
All
on. Moving on.
So, Bobby, tell us about your job this week. How was it?
Nope.
All
Moving
right. Moving on. No, but you were telling me that you have some corona scares.
Moving on.
All right, good. Good stuff.
So I want to touch on one thing though, since we are almost done. This
Yeah.
should be about the perfect time. So which healthcare system would actually work better with transgender? The one in the US or the one here?
The what?
The healthcare system.
What do you mean by work better? What do you mean by that?
With
Chris?
paying out of your own pocket to have everything done, or
Oh.
with
I think that's something where it is you are paying. It doesn't matter where you are. You're paying out of
Nope.
your pocket because it's an elective surgery.
No, it's not.
nope
Really?
depression.
Because it lies under mental health. You beat me to it, but it lies
Yep.
under mental health.
Yep.
if I'm a man and I feel like I'm a woman trapped in a man's body, it makes me depressed all the time. Therefore,
As
the
long as
insurance
you have a
company.
doctor's note from a
So wait,
psychiatrist,
Even the military will pay for it too.
so you're telling me I should have sent my wife to a doctor and said, "Hey, you're depressed about being in the itty bitty titty club. You could have got those shits paid for." God damn it. Because that shit is expensive here in Germany, bro. Like I was telling her, I'm like, dude, we're gonna go back to the States this summer,
I'm
get them
seriously
done,
not believing he went there.
get them done in the States.
Itty bitty titty club. Wow.
Wow.
I guess you don't like blowjobs. That's fine.
For this podcast.
She doesn't listen, so we're good.
No, but seriously,
that's-
it's all about depression.
Wow, that kind of
I
blows
had
my mind.
We actually had a soldier while I was still on active duty. She had, okay, they weren't small, but it messed with her head because people would tell her that they would have been more attracted to her if her tits were bigger. Put her into depression. The military paid.
You know what would make you look better?
Oh
Your
God,
tits.
what?
Like that could not happen today. That cannot.
No, I agree.
But it's that same thing. And just like with the whole sex change, it's the same thing. You don't
So
feel
wait a minute.
comfortable. You don't feel comfortable in your body the way that you are. You feel depressed because you don't feel comfortable.
I'm gonna test this out.
I feel depressed because I'm not 14 inches long, god damn it.
That's what I was just gonna say. I'm gonna go to a doctor and be like, you know what would really help my life out, man? I am so depressed. Why? I got a
feel
fucking
small.
average white guy dong. I need some help.
I might actually try that shit.
Kim, if you go to a doctor and say you got a white boy dong, they will help you.
On
Not
a
awkward?
serious note, before we close out, found out yesterday that
You
I
gotta
have low iron deficiency.
gotta eat meat, man.
Liver, more or less liver and red meat, which I eat plenty of red meat. And that's
Take supplements.
Fish also help.
Supplements.
I'm not taking no more pills.
You could take it like they have like it's in a powder. You put in a glass of water and you just drink it.
I know. Dude, with all the pills that I'm already taking, and I'm tired. I'm tired of supplements and pills and everything. It's tiring having to take all this shit every day. And, you know, I just found out my doctor called me in to just take blood because of the new medication I'm taking. Because like I was telling Dave, this new medication I'm taking is more or less it's chemotherapy. It's a chemotherapy, and it lowers my it reduces my immune system, makes it weaker.
Wear
Yeah.
a mask. Wear a
Chemo
mask.
usually wipes out your entire immune system.
Yeah, well,
Really, you just gotta wear a mask. That's gonna solve all your issues, Kim.
what are you talking about?
Just wear a mask. I don't know. That's what I keep hearing everywhere when it's talk about immune systems. Wear a mask.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
there's that, but the fact is that like then I got all these other pills that I'm taking for my blood pressure, for my blood sugar, shit for my stomach, for my lungs. It's a pain in the ass. And then this chemotherapy medicine, which weakens my immune system. It's now I got down there talking about my damn iron. I got an iron deficiency, dude.
You'll be all right.
I know I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna keep my head up and shit, but it's just, you know, it's annoying as hell because now I got to go back on Monday to my house doctor so we can figure out what's gonna happen. Either they're gonna give me a fucking shot or an IV with iron in it because they said my shit is low this time.
My daughter actually has to do that every once in a while, every so often. Go get the iron
Yeah.
intravenously.
I had to do it for a while after my surgery.
Speaking of
All
which,
that fun stuff.
would you guys take that that fucking shot? Damn, this medicine got me losing my mind.
COVID-19?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we had this discussion last week, Kim.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, I would.
I'm nervous as hell about. I'm already registered to take it. I'm just waiting on the email to tell me when I got to go and take it and where.
You got to be also careful which version you're getting.
Oh, trust me, I'm not. If that says Pfizer on it, I'm telling them take that shit away from me.
Why? Pfizer's the one that
Johnson
you do
Johnson.
want. You don't
No,
want
the
the
other one's actually
AstraZeneca?
Here we go again.
Not for Kim.
Okay.
No, just not for Kim. Just not for Kim, Bobby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been known.
I'm nervous as hell because I'm hearing stories about people getting real sick after getting the shot.
Yeah, I had a buddy.
They have normal immune systems.
I had a buddy who just posted on Facebook after the first shot, he just felt like he had those sniffles, but he was talking about the second shot literally just knocked his ass out for 3 days. So
yeah.
And
these are people with normal immune systems.
Yeah,
mine has been weakened.
Dude, I don't know. You know,
I'm COVID talked out.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, you got to do your own research and you got to come up with your thing. Like,
yeah, dude, it's gonna be best for you.
Yeah, it's funny to me that people hear me and Bobby going back and forth about certain issues and be like, well, you guys seem like you were fighting. I love Bobby to death. I'm not fighting with Bobby. We're just having a discussion. It's what people should be doing.
Yeah.
It's called being an
that's
adult.
And the whole thing, like, we're able to we're good. We were never at a point where we weren't good, at least from my side. You know what I mean?
We were jerking each other off like 20 minutes after the pod. There's no problem.
It's got me to the point where I'm actually writing out my will already. So,
what are you writing your will for?
I didn't expect to be in the hospital last year at this time. I didn't expect to be laid up in the ICU.
Hold up. Let's wrap the pod up, then we can talk about this.
Yeah, it's gonna go another 30 minutes.
Not here.
Okay.
Not here. Okay.
That's gonna do it.
Yes. So thanks for listening, guys. Again, we switched the logo out this week. Courtesy of my daughter. Thank you very much for doing that.
Awesome. Thank you.
We're gaining a lot of traction. Please keep liking, sharing, and commenting, even on wherever you listen to the podcast or on YouTube. The YouTube channel it's a work in progress. I got to sit down when I have some more time and actually work on the production end of it, make it a little more classier, but it works and we are generating some views. So let's keep it up. Again, please like, share, and comment and subscribe. Actually, that'd be even better because then, that makes it easier.
I know I watch it while I take a bath. So
there you go. All right. Anything else you guys want to wrap up this week? No?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I think we hit everything.
All right. Well, I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm going to find out what's on that letter behind you, young man. I'm going to find out.
No, you're not.
Actually, we're just going to come over unannounced.
Yeah. Just surprise, motherfucker.
All right, guys. Bye. Tune in next week.
Have a week. Take care.
Later.
Motherfucking